So today we are going to study narration, direct and indirect speech, one of the most important topics of English language. Now let us see this sentence. Sentence को देखते हैं हम लोग. He said, Harry is an idle boy. So here in this sentence, जो said है आपका, this said, it is called reporting verb. Reporting verb. इसका और एक नाम है principal verb. So he said, now this Harry is an idle boy. दिस इज कॉल्ड योर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. इसको क्या कहेंगे हम लोग? रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. क्यों कहेंगे रिपोर्टेड स्पीच? बिकॉज हियर यहाँ पे द एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स ऑफ द स्पीकर इज कोटेड. कहने वाले के हूबहू वाक्य जो है, सेंटेंस है, उसको उसी तरह उतार दिया गया है कोटेशंस के अंदर. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. सो रूल ये कहता है कि द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब which is said if it is in past tense, अगर ये past tense में है, then the verb in the reported speech, जो verb reported speech के अंदर है, that will also be in past tense. So you can note it down. आप लोग note कर लें that if the verb in the reported speech, sorry, if the reporting verb, if the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb in the reported speech will also be in past tense. This is very important. इसके कुछ एक्सेप्शन भी है, अभी हम बताएंगे. Look at the second sentence. Rahul said, Priya has done her work. So क्या होगा? Rahul said, Rahul Rahul said that Priya had done her work. Here again, reporting verb is said is in past tense. The verb in the reported speech has, which is present perfect, changes to past perfect. Had done her work. So, if the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb in the reported speech will also change to past tense. Now, exceptions. There are certain exceptions to the previous rule. जो पहले रूल बताया मैंने कि if the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb in the reported speech will also change to past tense. उसके कुछ exceptions भी, अपवाद जिसे कहते हैं. पहला देखिए, look here. Scientific facts and universal truth. In case of scientific facts and universal truth, we do not follow this rule. तब हम इस रूल को फॉलो नहीं करते. वो कैसे? Suppose for example, the teacher said the earth moves round the sun. The teacher said the earth moves round the sun. So this is your scientific fact explained by the teacher. Scientifically proven fact that the earth moves round the sun. पृथ्वी सूरज के चक्कर लगाती है. ये scientific fact है. तो ये so it will never change. Means the earth moved round the sun. The earth moves round the sun and the earth will keep on moving round the sun. ये हमेशा होता था, होता है और होता रहेगा. ये चेंज नहीं होगा. इसलिए इसको हम चेंज नहीं करेंगे वर्ब के साथ. सो लेट्स सी. द टीचर said that the earth moves round the sun without any change. And earth and sun I have written small. You can, because they are treated as common noun also, proper noun also. So it's your choice whether to write E of the earth with capital and sun of S of the sun with capital, or you can write it small also, because they are treated as common noun as well as proper noun. Both ways you can treat them. Let's see one more example. mother said. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. अब पहले वाले केस में दिस द अर्थ मूव्स राउंड द सन क्या था? ये आपका रिपोर्टेड स्पीच था. रिपोर्टेड स्पीच मीन्स एग्जैक्ट वर्ड ऑफ द स्पीकर. And I told you that if the reporting verb said is in past tense, the verb in the reported speech will also change to past tense. उस हिसाब से moved round the sun होना चाहिए था. लेकिन मैंने बताया कि in case of universal facts and universal truth and scientific facts, the verb in the reported speech do not change. It remains the same. So ये universal truth है. The earth moves around the sun. Now second, mother said honesty the best policy. Again, honesty is the best policy क्या है? यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है. हमें बचपन से सिखाया जाता है. वी आर टॉट फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग दैट ऑनेस्टी इज द बेस्ट पॉलिसी. इट वाज टॉट, इट इज बीइंग टॉट, इट विल बी टॉट. पहले सिखाया गया है, अब भी सिखाया जा रहा है. हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमको सिखाया, हम अपने बच्चों को सिखाते हैं और हमारे बच्चे अपने बच्चों को सिखाएंगे. ऑनेस्टी द बेस्ट पॉलिसी. वो अलग बात है, कोई फॉलो नहीं करता, लेकिन इज अ फैक्ट. ओके, ठीक है. मदर सेड ऑनेस्टी द बेस्ट पॉलिसी. सो मदर सेड that honesty is the best policy. Again, see, honesty is the best policy is a reported speech. And see, after reporting of said, there is no change in the verb. It remains same. Why? Because it is your universal truth. Take one more example. Reena said, God is everywhere. भगवान सब जगह है. God is everywhere. So, how will we do it? Yes. So, Reena said that God is everywhere. You can write God with small or with capital, whatever way you please to write. So common now. Now, let us discuss the cases. I hope this much has been clear to you. Let us recapitulate. I taught you that this said is your reporting verb and Harry is an idle boy is your reported speech. After said there is comma to bifurcate or to separate the reported speech from the rest part of the sentence. Here, Harry is an idle voice in reported speech, where is verb and the reported speech is kept within inverted comma. And note one thing, your inverted comma will always be put after the punctuation mark. If you put the punctuation mark before the after the quotation, then it will go wrong. So आपका जो punctuation mark होगा, full stop, एंड करने के सेंटेंस को, वो हमेशा कोटेशन मार्क के पहले आएगा, कोटेशन मार्क बाद में आएगा, ठीक है। Here your reporting verb is set, or we can also call it principal verb. We can also call it introductory verb because it is introducing the sentence. Introductory verb, इसको हम ये भी कह सकते हैं, introductory verb भी कह सकते हैं, ठीक है। अच्छा, फिर हमने बताया if the reporting verb is in past tense, अगर reporting verb past tense में है said, then the verb in the reported speech जो is है, it will also change to past tense, मतलब is का was हो जाएगा। जैसे हमने पहला सेंटेंस लिया, he said Harry is an idle boy, तो इसका क्या हो जाएगा, he said that, हाँ, इसका हो जाएगा he said that Harry, प्रॉपर नाउन है, एच कैपिटल से लिखेंगे हम लोग, Harry was an idle boy, ये इसका सोल्यूशन है। हैरी वॉज एन आइडल बॉय, इसका वॉज हो गया, ये इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच है। क्या है आपकी, इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच है। अब इसमें सेंटेंस एक तरफ से गया, ही सेड दैट हैरी वाज एन आइडल बॉय, लास्ट में इट विल एंड विद द फुल स्टॉप एंड देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ कोटेशन, हमने डिस्कस। सेकंड एग्जांपल, राहुल सेड कॉमा अगेन, देन प्रिया हैज डन हर वर्क, फुल स्टॉप, देन इन्वर्टेड कॉमा क्लोज। पहला जब लगता है तो उसको कहते हैं इन्वर्टेड कॉमा ओपन, लास्ट जब लगता है तो उसको कहते हैं इन्वर्टेड कॉमा क्लोज। राहुल सेड, ये बीच में जब उसको इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में करेंगे तो हमें कंजंक्शन का यूज करना चाहिए। दैट जो है हमारा ये ज्वाइनिंग वर्ड है, कंजंक्शन, कंजंक्शन which is also your joining word. You can also call it your joining word. So Rahul said that Priya had done her work. Has को had में change कर दिया because reporting verb is past tense, so verb in the reported speech will also change to past tense. बार बार इसको रिपीट करेंगे तो हमारे माइंड में बैठ जाएगा, ठीक है। अच्छा, नेक्स्ट पेज पे चलते हैं। अब हमने इस रूल का एक्सेप्शन पढ़ा था कि एक्सेप्शन कहाँ पे होता है, कहाँ पे रूल फॉलो नहीं होता। तो दो केसेस अभी बताए थे मैंने। पहला, साइंटिफिक फैक्ट्स और यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ, जैसे द टीचर सेड द अर्थ मूव्स राउंड द सन, ये क्या है, ये साइंटिफिक फैक्ट है, कभी ना बदलने वाला, साइंटिफिकली प्रूवन फैक्ट। तो इस केस में द वर्ब इन द रिपोर्टेड स्पीच विल नॉट चेंज। So teacher said that the earth moves round the sun as it is. Mother said honesty is the best policy. ये आपका क्या है, यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ। मदर सेड दैट ऑनेस्टी इज द बेस्ट पॉलिसी। एक और लिया, रीना सेड गॉड इज एवरीवेयर, रीना सेड दैट गॉड इज एवरीवेयर, कभी चेंज नहीं हुआ। अच्छा, और कहाँ पे चेंज नहीं होता ये देखते हैं हम लोग, चलिए। लुक एट दिस सेंटेंस, he says, he says, रोहन is सिंपल लेते हैं, इज अ गुड बॉय। ही सेज रोहन इज अ गुड बॉय। अब यहाँ हमारा रिपोर्टिंग को देखें, लुक एट द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब ओवर हियर, हियर योर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब in place of said it has become says, means it is in present tense. Your reporting verb is in present tense. So what happens when the reporting verb is in present tense? Again, when the reporting verb is in present tense, जब reporting verb हमारा present tense में होता है, तो फिर से the verb in the reported speech will not change at all. So what will happen? The verb in the reported speech will not change at all. तो कैसे? He says Rohan is a good boy. So indirect करेंगे इसको when we change to indirect. This is your direct speech. He says that Rohan is a good boy without any change in the verb. Is will remain is. Now let's take another example. She says the boy was lazy. She says the boy was lazy. Again, it is your direct speech. ये आपकी डायरेक्ट स्पीच है. ये पार्ट जल्दी कोई बताता नहीं. Nobody tells about this. She says that the boy was lazy. Was will remain was. Is will remain is. This sentence was in present tense. Simple present tense. This sentence was in simple past tense. Now, let's see the next example. The teacher says, Rohan will not pass. Why Rohan is a weak boy? And teacher said that Rohan will not pass. Sometimes our teachers say na, that you will not pass. So, again, look at the verb, reporting verb is again in present tense. Present tense. Reporting verb is in present tense. And this Rohan will not pass is your reported speech, which is in future tense. I have given you three examples. First was in past tense, second was in present tense, and this is in future tense. Rohan will not pass. Again, it will not, there will no change. The teacher says, then you use conjunction that Rohan, proper noun, we write with capital R. Rohan will not pass without any change. This is your indirect speech. See, no change, no change. This is your reported speech. Now, one more example. Suppose if I write a sentence, he will say, Priya is a pretty girl. Now look over here. Now will say. Now the reporting verb is your will say. So in future tense. So here it is in future tense. Reporting verb is in future tense. What will happen? Then again, the verb in the reported speech will not change at all. He will say Priya the pretty girl. So we will write down. He will say conjunction that Priya is a pretty girl. This is your direct speech and this is your indirect speech. Now look at another case. Hmm. She will say this sentence was in your present tense. Now I am taking another example with in simple past tense. He will say nobody was in the room. He will say nobody was in the room. Now this is your again direct speech. 1 minute. This is your direct speech. Now we change it into indirect speech. She will say that nobody was in the room. Nobody was. This is your nobody was in the room is your indirect speech. Now one more example in future tense. This sentence was in your past tense or simple past tense. Now future future tense. The teacher will say, comma, Ravi will fail. Will fail. The teacher will say Ravi will fail. Now will say again your reporting verb in future tense. Okay. Now Ravi will fail is your reported speech and your sentence reported speech is in future tense or simple future tense. So how we change it to indirect speech? The teacher will say will remain same. The teacher will say will remain same. Then we will join it by conjunction that the teacher will say that what? Without a change. Ravi are capital Ravi will fail without any change in the verb of the reported speech. Why? Because the reporting verb was in future tense. So we can note from here that if or simply in case of scientific facts or universal truth, there will be no change in the verb of the reported speech. Similarly, if the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, there will be no change in the verb of the reported speech. तो ये दोनों एक्सेप्शंस हैं. These are exceptions, अपवाद जिसे कहते हैं. So अभी हमने इतना पढ़ा. You study this. In next turn, I'll teach you the cases, different cases where the verb changed. Like if the reporting was in past tense, then how the verb in the reporting speech changes in case of simple present tense, in case of simple past tense, in case of future tense. Further more things. It's a very vast topic. So I'll keep on explaining, covering part in various sessions. So right now I'm going to end the class over here. So hope the children would like the class. Thank you.